Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm all hidden up here in my cave, and it's Monday night, the start of a new week, and I just wanted to check in and say hello. Let me light my pipe for a second. Just got a very small pipe here that I just recently restored out of my pretty big box of pipes that I just put to the side to restore in the future. And the box is sorted for pipes that are not really worth that much. No name pipes or old Danish sub brands, French, English. Nothing of particular value, but that I find is in decent shape. So I'm thinking this is a pipe that I will eventually restore and resell and sell for cheap. And it's pipes that I just get my hands on very cheap. Usually they just is part of a bigger trade with pipes. But what I wanted to say is that I had a guy that was asking me to just restore. He needed 6 pipes. Only requirements for him was that they were in good shape and that he was able to smoke them. And he just wanted something cheap. So I just grabbed my box and I picked out 6 pipes and I restored them. And when I was done, I just kind of fell in love with this one. It is so different than anything that I'm actually usually drawn towards. It's extremely small. It is even more light, but it just came out perfectly. It is stamped Briere guarantee. So it is a French briar pipe. That's for sure. Has some age on it with ebonite stem, but the sandblasting is just looks great. I don't know what happened. I just kind of fell in love with it when I was done restoring it, and I'm thinking, okay, let me give it a test smoke, which I usually don't do for pipes that I'm gonna resell. I know a dude here in Denmark that restores pipes. Every pipe that he restores and sells, he pre-smokes it. Like he tests it before it goes out of his store. So he smokes more or less a new pipe every day because he restores pipes on a daily basis. Anyways, I usually don't do that myself, but I just thought, well, let me try it. And even though it didn't really rest a long time after I restored it, usually I find that pipes, when you have made the alcohol treatment and whatnot, at least a week after, the pipe doesn't taste that good. You have to smoke it in again, even though it's an old pipe. But this pipe just smoked like a chimney when I just light it up, and the taste was great. So, and well, it's just so different from what I usually smoke, and it's so light when you clench it. And I often hear that very advanced pipe smokers or people that have been smoking pipes for years and they try a lot of different pipes, many of these people, they end up with smaller and smaller pipes, because even though the big pipes, they are visually appealing and you like to hold them, small pipes for many people just seem to be the best smoking pipes for many people when they try a lot. It's like where many people end. because it's just easier. Anyways, so I've been smoking this pipe for the last few days. Really enjoy it. What I'm smoking, by the way, is a small. It's upward. Sorry, it's my camera is lopsided. This is a small amount of Cornell and Diehl's Autumn Evening, and Cornell and Diehl got available in Denmark last year, which it has never been. The Danish pipe shop from Copenhagen found out a way to import it through Germany. I mentioned this in my last video about my tobacco cellar. That Cornell and Diehl is available in Denmark now, but it is so expensive because of this way to get it into the country, have it imported. And the tobacco comes into Europe and it's getting tinned and relabeled for Denmark through Germany, through COP, I think. And doing that process, the price just ends up for the end consumer at a ridiculous price. But because Cornell and Diehl is so known, and I guess there's people that want to have it here, and you cannot import from US yourself. Otherwise, tobacco that is not available in Denmark, you can get some of it in Germany, close to where we live, but US is so far away. So I guess there must be some people that are ready to pay the extra buck to try Cornell and Diehl, because you hear so much stuff around it, especially in the YouTube pipe community, where Cornell and Diehl has a big place. But as a European, or for me Danish pipe smoker, for the longest time it was unavailable. So my point is, even though it's expensive, some people will pay the extra buck at least just to try it, because you hear so much about it, even though the tobacco that you have available to you is more or less the same, and it's just different. But sometimes what is not available to you, the grass is always greener, so you want to try it. And I was like that. And I actually didn't buy it myself, but a guy had bought the whole line of Cornell and Diehl that was imported to Denmark, but he didn't like it. So he sold it. He wanted to get rid of it. And I bought it off him. At least just to try it. So I think I got like 8 different GNP and Cornell and Diehl blends. And 4 of them I didn't like. So I sold those off, but kept a little sample. And one of them was Cornell and Diehl's Autumn Evening. And it's funny, because when I first tried it, I'm not that big on aromatics in the first place. And I think I just really couldn't. I think when you're so used to smoking STG or McBaron blends, the first time you try a completely new manufacturer, it is so different, because the casing and everything is different. So I couldn't really figure out if I even liked the tobacco. I was so confused because it was so different from me. So Nutty Irishman, Autumn Evening, Old Joe Krantz, and a 4th one that I don't remember. I quickly just tried them and let them go. I sold them off. But I kept a little sample just to see how it would taste in the future. So that's more or less like a year ago, and I just came across the small tin that I had, the jar that I had laying around, and when I opened it up, I was just amazed how good Autumn Evening smelled. I remember the smell. I must say it smells amazing out of the tin, and the room note is amazing. But I gave it a shot, and actually kind of liked it. It's a hit or miss. If you find the correct pipe and the correct temperature and the correct way to smoke it, it really opens up. Like most aromatics, it is like they can taste like ash or like nothing, or be horrible and bite you, and be wet and whatnot. But if you can control all these variables, it can just really open up and be a beautiful tasting experience. And I had a few bowls over the last few days. It was quite pleasant, actually. I can at least see why it's very popular. But the base, if you take out the topping and the specifics about this aromatic, the base and the casing and the base of Cornell and Diehl blends is just very new for me, and it's so different. In the mason jars, they were sweating. None of my STG or McBaron blends are sweating at all. But there was some white fogginess inside the jar that I don't think is just moisture. I don't know what that was. And I think this is my 4th bowl. And what I can say is that when I'm smoking it now, when I'm filming this video, when I'm not 100% focused on the pipe, and I'm doing a lot of relights, as you can see, because I'm trying to talk while smoking, which often is not a good experience in the first place. The taste is completely gone right now. So this tobacco, like most other aromatics, acquires your attention. Finding that taste window might actually be difficult. Because what probably happens right now with my bowl is my cadence is wrong because I'm talking. And the amount of relights and the top flavor just disappears, and I get a very ashy taste. Aromatic pipe smoking is all about temperature and controlling that, which is an issue because most new pipe smokers, they will be drawn towards these very well smelling aromatic pipe tobaccos that smells amazing out of the pouch. When they haven't learned to smoke yet, they will have a bad experience. And many people, they leave the pipe smoking even though they haven't learned it yet. So they don't know what they actually miss out on, because they think that they have tried pipe smoking, but they have only been scratching the surface. So if you really want to see what lies beneath, you have to stick with it, and many people don't have that. That mindset or that patience. And this just is exactly what it requires. Patience and patience. So what I wanted to say is that I have a few samples of Cornell and Diehl. I would like to revisit those, but I will probably not invest huge amounts of money into adding Cornell and Diehl to my pipe cellar, because there's some stuff that is just so much cheaper, and I have quality tobacco available to me that costs 50% less or something, so it's not worth it. But I would like to dive deeper into Cornell and Diehl if it made sense money-wise. So, well, I actually came out here because I'm gonna polish a pipe. A few weeks ago, I found this in my stash and thought, okay, I restored it, but I never got to polish and wax it. It is a decent old Shikome, I think people are saying, pipe with the original box. As I said, I cleaned it and restored it and everything. Just never came to the final polish. It is stamped Shikome gold label, and the model number is 66. It is a straight billiard, and from the research I did back then, I found out that the gold label is one of the higher end Shikome pipes that they did back then, and the briar is absolutely flawless. A beautiful bowl with some very nice grain. Only issue is there's a little bit of something visible around where the metal plate CC on the stem has been made. Otherwise it came out beautiful. No fillings, nothing. In Denmark, in the golden age of pipe smoking, when we had Stanwell available to us in Denmark and way back, English pipes was also something. If you really wanted to spend money on a quality pipe in Denmark, BBB and Shikome was some of the top of the notch back then for the Danish customer. In Denmark, Triple B and Shikome is not something that the Danish pipe smoker is drawn towards today. Not even on the estate market. But this was one of the most expensive pipes you could pick up at a Danish pipe shop back in the day. This was like top notch. Somehow it didn't age that well, the brand, at least in Denmark. So yep, so I came out here to polish that and light up a pipe and just have a relaxing time on a Monday evening. I'm back. Anyways, Monday evening, I wanted to say that Sunday evening you all the time has to settle on the fact that Monday is around the corner and a new week is starting. So we were off to a good start today. That's at least something. And then you have the week. Looking forward to the weekend once again. I got a package today, by the way. I'll be doing a mail call video about that tonight. I'll be releasing that later during the week, so I won't spoil right now what's in that package, but quite interesting pipe in that package that came today. Okie dokie guys, I think I will end the video here, finish my ball and polish my pipe. Perfect Monday evening. Okay guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.